So guys, welcome back to this week's Fallout 76 build video. Now this is actually a Fallout 76 variation of G4xp's 3-4 challenge in Fallout 4. So I've decided to have a crack at it in Fallout 76. And the idea for this one is like a Hermit kind of player home. And as you can likely tell by the background here, we're in a pretty safe part of the map, which is spot in the middle of the forest, which you can tell just in front of us is the Voltec Agricultural Centre and straight south of 76. So it's a pretty low level area. You're not going to get anything that's going to break you and wreck your camp. Most things won't wreck your camp anyway. And you have New River Gorge Bridge in the distance over there, which is quite nice if you want a little bit of like that 5 XP that the ghouls give you. And since, you know, he is a hermit, he's still got to kind of make a living. The idea for the shop here is just to kind of come people, buy some like stim packs, ammo, that kind of stuff. It's under a roof because I thought, you know, it would look quite well, and I'm quite happy with this little shoppy corner. I don't really build shops to like a grandiose level, but I'm quite happy with that simplistic way. And you know, since all camps need a bit of water, you've got your kind of your water pump here, and then there's a water purifier around the corner. The guy post here really just, I think, adds a bit of a frame to the settlement. You know, it adds a bit more shelter for something we will see in a minute. Again, there are benches there, just allow people to say you can take a seat, just don't come in my home. You know, we see that quite a lot over here as well. You see benches and roads. So please sit down, but don't take the seat, you know. So these are the icicle lights, which you actually don't have, so I've got to say thanks to Stella for putting those in. And you'll see just above us here is the little garden we have. This was actually named after Scorpio Prime. He says it looks like a garden you would grow stuff in. So of course, like, he means like herbs and plants and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of Scorpio's little camp-away garden. The idea is mainly just to kind of thought I'd do something different with it, and I'm quite happy with the outcome of that as well. You'll notice the bench is on the floor because when you sleep in the sleeping bag you get stuck and can't move, which is quite sad. So this is kind of the way in. To get in you do have to breathe a little bit, and you will notice how much of a struggle it is to get inside the main little bedroom. It says restricted area, keep out, just in case you manage to picklock open a door, not get wanted and find yourself in the house. If you notice as well, since the windmill is kind of the main building point, you can't put anything underneath the windmill. I mean, if you can, you're not going to be able to move anything at all. It says don't touch my stuff, so if you get past the keep out sign, it says you better not touch my stuff. You notice the smoke sign, the smoke aspect there, has a bit of a backstory to it. Since it is a garden, you're going to have a lot of essence, a lot of like lavender stuff that emits like a weird smoke, so that's kind of the story on that one. So if you are having a cigarette or a cigar, the smoke would kind of seep through the floor cracks a little bit. And since he is like a hermit, he has travelled previously, so before the 240 levels I am now, he has travelled a lot. He's just through an amalgamation of things in the wall to say, hey, this is what I have, this is where I've been, you know. It's kind of the idea for this little house. It is pretty difficult to build, especially this little room now. This probably took about 3 to 4 days to build this singular room. If you notice, it is on a roof. So the roof is actually the roof of the garden below, and it's the floor for the room we're in now. So that's, yeah, that was quite difficult to get the roof in there. Especially these janky looking stairs. You may think they're just a pile of containers, and frankly it looks like that. But the idea is, you know, you'd have so much stuff that you would just throw boxes on there. And you'll notice I used conduits as well, so I've tried to hide those with like signs, confetti, lights, a bit of everything. I think the reindeer head, the Radstag mounted head, hides the floating flower shelf. We'll see when we get to the top. So you will see how janky and scrappy these stairs are. Apologies for the background noise as well. So you will notice how janky those stairs are. It's just everything thrown together. So you'll see here we've got the streamers. I think they were also by iStellar as well. These are like a very last minute addition, and I think they look quite well because there's nothing that really hangs from the ceiling. And then you come up to the roof. My idea was to have like a rooftop garden, but since a lot of things require like roots to go through, you know, like carrot, potatoes, move through, whatever, it wouldn't really seem like it would be possible to have a garden on the roof. So I've just put a couple of plants. So these could be like your herb, your basil, your rad basil per se. And the sign there that says danger of death is the fact that rubber, I believe, doesn't conduct electricity, so you would walk on the rubber mats to prevent yourself from, you know, causing any harm to yourself. Say yourself any more times. So that is it for this build, guys. It was a really good challenge to say. I will be doing this in Fallout 4 in the next couple of days, maybe a week or so. If you haven't already checked out the build, guys, go check out the challenge, and I will see you all soon.